right, I think we're live. All right, puck drop on the JV. We got Elk River in the darks, Forest Lake in the whites. Pass behind, D to D, trying to get out of the defensive zone. Cameron trying to get it up the boards. Held in by Forest Lake. Sends it back to the point, takes a shot. Saved by, I think it's Abby today. All right. Should have blown the whistle. Josie passes it up. Number 7. Bear with me. I'm not sure all the names yet. I'm going to take a quick look once we get a break in action. Josie forcing her outside. Hughes. Kubica making it outside. Fighting for the puck at her feet. Hughes gets the puck. Forwards it up, but blocked in and kept in by Forest Lake. Hughes, G to D. And gets it out of the zone into the neutral zone. Some of the Elks are able to change. Looks like all the forwards were able to change. So far, control is being held by Forest Lake. Hollinar trying to make a break up the neutral zone. Thrown deep into the offensive zone by Hughes. Looks like held in by the Elks. Cross ice pass to the near boards for Forest Lake. Cross ice pass for the Elks. Taken away by Forest Lake. Making their way into the offensive zone. Got Hansen playing the puck into the neutral zone. Back in from Hansen again. Throws it up the boards. Hollinar making a chase. Controlled by Forest Lake. Tried to throw it up, but lost control of the puck on the fan. Hollinar gets it. She get in front. Makes it move to the net. Oh, close. Oh, sorry about that. Taking a draw in the offensive zone. We had Adria Katsian. Katsian in the corner, just out, centering the pass just out of the reach. Katsian after the puck. Forest Lake able to get it out of their zone. Hansen back into the neutral zone and makes a good stop and throws it back up the board. Hansen able to bring it to the neutral zone, throws it up the board. Katsian makes a move, unable to keep it as she tried to make a move to the inside. Got Matson on the boards. Throwing, Forest Lake getting it thrown into the neutral zone. Got Hammond making a long ice pass to a shot on net by Annika Carlson. And covered up by the goalie will bring a face-off to the close dot on the offensive zone. Controlled by Forest Lake. They rush up the ice, making a move. And save. Nice stop by the goaltender, Abby Huesler. Forest Lake in the neutral zone. Passing back into the blue line. Throwing up the boards. With icing waved off. Throwing it around the boards by Cannon. And a quick shot out in front, just wide of the net. Holly tries to take it up the boards on Pitt, and she goes down. Forest Lake on the near boards. Hammond able to clear, gets it back up in the neutral zone. Icing is waved off. Making their way up the ice is Forest Lake through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Dumps it in deep. Hughes back to get it. Throws it up the boards. Nar unable to handle it. Forest Lake dumps it back in. Got Kubica behind the net. Making room. Up. Katsian helping out back behind the net. Centering pass for Forest Lake, unable to handle it, throws it back down the board. Forest Lake working the perimeter, throws it up, taken by Hughes. On, she keeps going. She gets into the neutral zone, throws it into the offensive zone, and icing is the call. 2 more strides and she would have had the red line. So the draw comes all the way back down into the Elks defensive zone. Forest Lake with the control. Tried a backhand, didn't work. And out of the zone by Hansen. Controlled by Forest Lake. Brought back into their defensive zone. Bringing it into the offensive zone. Working the outside. Tries a centering pass. And someone's there. They connect for the first goal of the game. Forest Lake is on the board first. The Rangers up 1-0. So far, shots on goal is 5 for the home team, 3 for the Elks.
Scoring for Forest Lake, number 4, Cornelia Howard. Assistant number 36, Danny.
Elks taking the draw. Get control of the puck. Throws it down. Number 11, Carlson comes in, takes a shot just wide. Trying to be held in. Forest Lake gains control, able to do a cross-ice pass. Loses control. Carlson again dumping it deep into the Elks offensive zone. Kalen Deal throwing this up to the center. Hammond coming in, streaking across to take up her defensive position. Forest Lake throws it off the boards behind the net and makes her way out of the zone. Throwing the puck up nice. It's a race to the puck. Beautiful save by Hugheswood. Rebound taken by number 5, Balaban, making her way up the ice into the offensive zone. Loses the puck in the corner, but able to control it. Tries to pass it up to defense. Held in by Cameron. Puts it around behind the net. Play is on the near boards. Icing is waved off. Cameron with the puck, looking for it. Throws it up the ice. Pikachu. Forest Lake gains control. Throws it up the boards. Held in. Held in. Shot on goal just wide. Goalie ends up covering it up. There'll be a draw in the offensive zone coming up. Held in by Hughes, but able to be pushed out by Forest Lake. 2-on-1. Kubica pushing her to the outside. Good defensive play. Back behind the net. Kubica going after the puck. Shot just wide from the point. Another Forest Lake on the point. Dumps it down around the back of the net. Hacker after the puck. Shot on goal. Saved by Abby. Rebound. Throwing down. And it looks like it'll be icing on the Elks. 8:12 left of the first period. Shots on goal, 7 for the home team, 4 for our Elks. Oh, stolen! Cameron making her way up, makes a centering pass. Back, just out of her reach. Forest Lake with the control, loses the puck going out of the zone. Caught up to it is Kotzian. Kotzian making a move down, throws it into the offensive zone. Kotzian giving chase to it, grabs it behind the net. Looking for someone to pass it to in the slot. Forest Lake able to tap it out. Hansen back, passes it to the near boards. Cameron tries to shovel it into the offensive zone, unable to, and looks like it's icing back the other way. Abby Hugheswood with some really good stops already. Looks like Kalen Deal's taking the draw, controlled by Forest Lake off of the draw. Shoveled back in. Can't tell who that is right now. It looks like 27 shot on goal, gloved by the goalkeeper of Forest Lake. Got the draw. Looks like Kalen Deal's taking the draw. Held in by the Elks. Cassie Babylon thrown out of the net. Looks like all the way down. Should be icing. As it slowly goes by the goal line, we'll go back to the other end of the ice. Deal taking the draw. Got Cannon lined up in the back on the blue line along with Balaban. Shot on goal. Steered to the corner by the goaltender. Got Carlson going into the corner. Passing the centering pass. Unable, no one was there. Forest Lake coming through the neutral zone. Throws it down deep. Cameron behind the net. Goes along the boards to Matson. Matson throws it up the ice into the neutral zone. Forest Lake gets control. Brings it back in. Close to being offsides, but no call. Nard giving trouble to Forest Lake in the corner. She comes away. Working hard. Nobody's in the slot right now. Got Kubica back with Hughes as Forest Lake brings it into the zone and dumps it down deep. Hughes back to get it into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Summer Peterson is there to help her out. Hughes unable to control the shot. Kubica on the near boards. Flings it up the boards, but held in by Forest Lake. Kubica battling for it. Nar making her way up the sides. Protecting the puck, but knocked away. Forest Lake throwing it into the zone, and icing is the call on the ice, and we'll go back into the Elks offensive zone. Elks is getting something together going on now, playing a little stronger than they were when the game started. Kotzian to take the draw. Kotzian able to control the puck off the face-off. Shot from Hansen, deflected off a couple of players and into the far corner. Kotzian battling for the puck. Thrown around, knocked back out in the center ice. Forest Lake able to control it. Skates around the defender. Kotzian on the back check. Very good back check. Showed a lot of hustle there. Coming around the back of the ice, back of the net. Knocked away from her stick, but in the neutral zone. Forest Lake throws it in and evidently waves off icing. Hansen behind the net, bringing it up to the blue line, protecting the puck, skating around, throwing the puck deep, and icing is waved off. Flung around by Forest Lake, held in, no, got away from her, comes into the defensive zone, thrown back into the neutral zone. And offsides is the call. Face off on the near side. Deal taking the draw in the neutral zone, throwing up the boards, battling for possession. Hey, how's it going, guys? We got Balaban making her way in. Oh, puck goes just wide. Steered into the corner by the defensive. Battling for the puck along the far boards behind the goal line. Thrown out. Deal throws it back into the offensive zone. Thrown back out into the neutral zone. Cannon make a cross-ice pass. Cross-ice pass, and icing is the call. Coming back down into the defensive zone. Shots on goal, 7 for the home team, 5 for our Elks. 3:50 left on the clock of the first period. Can you look on YouTube and see how it looks? Hughes throws it up the boards, held in by Forest Lake. Goes back behind the net, a quick swat at it, goes wide. Hughes with the puck, carries the puck out, throws it up the ice to Holly Nar. Nar wasn't expecting it, went through her legs, and ends up being icing coming on back. Draw on the near boards, Deal to take the draw. Hughes lined up to her right. And a quick shot on goal. Abby covers it up. And we'll do it again on the near boards. Hughes able to throw it up the ice. Kept in by Forest Lake. Oh, no! Waved off. Waved off. Forest Lake controlled, came in from the corner and went around Abby, but the net was off, and they called it a no goal, and are going to face off on the far side face-off circle. To find good help. Elks control after the face-off, but Forest Lake able to take the puck away. Back behind the net, looks like Kubica. Hughes battling for the puck behind the net. Throwing up to the board, the blue line, shot. Got caught up in traffic. Hughes making up the ice, pushing it in, unable to control it, but now thrown back into the Forest Lake zone as some of the Elks go off and change. Forest Lake making a long stretch pass. Katya breaking it up. Kamen making her way into the offensive zone in a race for the puck. Covered up for the goalie before Kotsian could get there. And there'll be a face-off to the left of the goal. Working away around the boards is Forest Lake, being held in by Hansen. Hansen pinning it against the boards, but Forest Lake able to pry it loose. Pupolo able to throw it back in, but Forest Lake was left in control. Dumped into the thrown around the near boards. There's a whistle on the play. No, I guess I heard a whistle, but nobody stopped playing. Got Hansen behind the net. Battling two. A Forest Lake player loses her stick. Outlet pass to Katya. Controlled by Forest Lake. Oh, knocked away. Knocked away. We got Common and up. Pass to Kotsian was thwarted. Got a draw in the neutral zone. Forest Lake again controlling it. Taken by, can't tell who that is right now, but to the near boards and thrown in. That was Chloe Acker controlling the puck to the neutral zone. Knocked back to Balaban. And Cameron, cross ice long pass to number 18, Summer Peterson, who couldn't control the pass. And Forest Lake again takes control in their defensive zone. Alinar giving a little business to their defender. Cameron back up, throwing it up the boards into the neutral zone. Knocked away, but controlled by the Elks. Nar working her way up deep in the boards. And there could be a shot here, shot high. Oh, glove, but left a big rebound. Juicy rebound in front. Shot by Cameron just to the right of the goal. Got Balaban to threw the puck back in. Got control of the puck. Oh, behind the net. Unable to hold. It looks like there was a slash there. Looks like it's delayed. Oh, they're calling it on Elks. Calling a trip. I saw a slash there. No, I saw a slash by them. I think a retaliation for the trip. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Court Cameron here to do the play-by-play. He's refusing. Got Kotzian taking the draw in the far circle. Elks on a penalty kill right now for 2 minutes from the tripping call on Nar. Oh, Kotzian almost able to break that up. Kubica on the far boards, going right down into the board, into the crease area. Abby making a quick save. Shot on net and covered up, swallowed up by Huslid. That's something that's great about these Elks. We have great goaltending. Kotzian taking the draw in the penalty kill. They pulled their goalie with points now with 1 or 2 seconds left. They tried to get somebody down to help them out, but the buzzer goes off, bringing the first period to a close. Score is 1 for the home team and 0 for Elk River. Shots on goal, 12 and 6 for the Elks. Sounds good. That's because that's not my area. That's his. We don't step on toes unless they're yours. I said we don't step on toes unless they're yours. Yeah, that would be cool. We can figure out a conversation piece.
Right.
And question. Oh, yeah. You saw the one that they didn't call it. It was when you're calling the game. The Elks come away from their bench. We got Huslid taking her spot in net, where she does not give up goals easily. All right, the Elks are going to start the second period with a penalty kill. We had Forest Lake player jump off, but play continued. Forest Lake on a power play. Controlling the puck in the periphery. Throwing down the boards. A quick shot in and not quite out of the zone by the Elks. Throwing over to the other defenseman and right back, unable to control. And having a hard time clearing the zone. And finally clears the zone. Forest Lake trying to jam their way in, but Elks control and throw it all the way down. Goaltender throws it up into the defensive zone, and they make their way across neutral zone. Got Ivy Anderson making a stop there, getting in trouble with tying him up. Knocked away by Kate Oliveira. Ivy Anderson Cameron fighting for the puck, throw it across the ice and able to throw it down the ice. 7 seconds left of the penalty kill. Got Ivy Anderson fighting for the puck, slowing him down a little bit. Cameron able to get a stick on it, but unable to control it. The other Cameron taking it behind the net, throwing it into the corner, and the Elks come away with it, able to get it out into the neutral zone, and it looks like Ulm controlling the puck, makes a centering move, unable to capitalize on that, knocked back in by Balaban, and throwing up the ice into the neutral zone. Balaban back, makes a long pass to Ulm at the blue line. Puck gets up in the air and thrown down by Forest Lake, who's coming up. Nice pass into the offensive zone. Balaban in the corner. Forest Lake comes up with it. Quick flip onto the goal. Abbey makes a save. Rebound back into the corner. Flicked into the other corner. Ulm centering pass. No one there. Race for the puck. Kate looks like threw it up. Oliveira into the defensive zone. Back behind the net. Forced in there by the Elks. Elks fighting for the puck. Number 29, Hupelo. Outlet pass taken by Forest Lake and able to get into the neutral zone. Kubica making a diving play, able to break it up. Acker behind the net, throws it up, but held in by Forest Lake. Shot on goal, steered to the far boards. Pass to the point. Shot, saved by Huselid. Steered again to the far board. Shot through the crease. Not on net. Elks trying hard to get the puck out of the zone. Acker behind the net. Able to control the puck, but taken on by two Forest Lake players. Hansen loses an edge. Shot on goal, but steered to the far boards again. Backhanded, almost able to get it out, but not quite. Low shot all the way in from the point. Huselid steers that away. Throwing down the ice. Not working too hard, but icing is the call. At least the Elks will get a line change out of this. But the draw will go back into their defensive zone. Elks able to hold off the power play of the Rangers. And Kotzian take the draw in the defensive zone. Nar trying to get the puck up in the neutral zone, but unable to. Working hard, and Kotzian comes into the neutral zone, throws the puck down deep. The race to the back. Gammon. Kotzian behind the net, able to stick handle around two players. Centering pass and knocked back to the boards to Forest Lake. Shot from the points, tipped wide. Hughes after the puck and Kotzian to the far boards. Throwing up the boards. We got the 2-on-1. Nar and Kamen. Nar goes around the far way. Takes a shot. Blocker save. Kamen was set up in front of the net looking for a one-timer that never happened. Nar down deep chasing the puck. We got, looks like Tony Ulm takes a shot. Stopped by a stick, but deflected. Didn't make it to the goal. Ulm taking the puck away from Forest Lake. Able to work its way in. And there's a goal. Ulm centering that pass to Ivy Anderson. And goes up and hits the crossbar and goes in. That ties the game 1-1. Elks doing a good job on offense there. Controlled the puck off the faceoff. Kate, unable to connect with her intended target. Thrown down the ice by Forest Lake, should be an icing, and that's the call on the ice. Tie score with 11:25 left of the second period.
Scoring number 10, Ivan Anderson. This is number 25, 20.
Never get tired of hearing that. Elks scoring. Controlled by the Elks off the faceoff. 23 makes a shot. That's Fennell. Took a shot from the slot, able to be gloved by the goalkeeper of Forest Lake. Got Ivy Anderson taking the draw. Dump back in by Cameron, it looks like. Alm in the near corner. Shovels it out to the point. The point is bounced on a high stick, but eventually gloved by the goaltenders. How about that? Again, Ivy Anderson taking the draw in the near circle. Alm able to knock it back, but unable to control by Oliveria. Forest Lake getting into the zone first, able to get in the centering pass. A shot. Stopped by Huselid. A little pushing and shoving after the whistle after Huselid was able to cover it. And the Elks will change. Looks like we got Hansen in the far corner for D. Schmidt looks like lining up as a winger. Acker taking the draw, throwing it up the near boards. Unable to clear the zone. Now finally get it out of the zone. Forest Lake in the neutral zone. Blocked by Schmidt. Pushed back into the offensive zone. Summer Peterson pushing towards the puck. Held in by Hansen. There's a quick shot on goal. And stopped and covered by the Forest Lake goaltender. Nice quick shot on Hansen's part. It's like Balaban and Hansen are defensemen. Acker taking the draw. Controlled by Elks. Shot. Blocker saved by Forest Lake. Throwing up control for Forest Lake. Throwing up the boards. Nobody has control of the puck, but Forest Lake comes away with it. Makes their way into the offensive zone. Acker throwing the puck behind the net to Schmidt on the far boards in their defensive zone. Hansen back. Taking her player out. Good job. Forest Lake comes away with the puck. It looks like a try to wrap around. It was cut off. Centering pass, unable to control. Comes back into the Forest Lake defensive zone. Schmidt able to stop it. Hansen with the puck. Bringing it all the way in behind the net, letting her team finish changing. Controlled, knocked down in the corner, which allows Kotzian to get up there. Thrown up and held in by Kubica, but only temporarily. Hansen throwing it back in, but couldn't clear the neutral zone. Kotzian fighting for the puck along with Nar. Forest Lake comes away with it, makes their way into the offensive zone. Keeping her outside is Kubica. Hughes steering her wide. Fighting for the puck in the corner. Hughes able to break that up. Still fighting for the puck. Throwing the puck up above the face-off circle is Forest Lake. But knocked out. Nar able to break into the offensive zone. Keeps chasing the puck, throws it in deep. Nar all alone behind. Tries the wraparound and loosen the crease, but covered up by Forest Lake. Good second attempt by Nar. And the Elks will make a change, bring in a fresh line with Ivy Anderson and Tony Holm lining up in front of the net. Controlled by Forest Lake, but loses control in the corner. Ivy Anderson fighting for the puck. knocked up, but knocked back in by 4 foot. Alm with a shot just wide. So now loses the puck. Hughes knocking away, throwing across the ice, unable to control it, but got Ivy Anderson. Forest Lake in their offensive zone. Hughes trying to break that up, throwing back behind the net and throwing around the boards to Fennell, but held in by Forest Lake along the blue line. Tony Alm keeping the puck wide, throwing down around the back boards. Elks come up with it, but throwing up the boards and held in by Forest Lake. A shot blocked, and Alm unable to control it in the defensive zone. Working hard for that puck on the near boards in the corner where it's hard to see. Thrown back into the neutral zone. Forest Lake throws it back in. Hughes and Cameron back to retrieve it. D-to-D pass. Hughes throws it up to Alm. Alm unable to control it. Back in to Hughes. And Fennell unable to control her pass. Coming back in. Hughes. Oh, a shot. Stopped by Abby. And a big save by Huslid. A little shove in there as the Elks try and protect their goaltender. Huslid getting up, refusing to wipe the ice shavings off her pads. 6:50 left in the first period. Draw to the left of Huslid, thrown back down into the far boards. Elks trying really hard to get the puck out of the zone. Got a stick on that last shot. Huslid making two big saves there. Elk River trying to get out from the corner and finally able to come away with the puck is Elk River, but thrown across the ice were intercepted by Forest Lake. Hansen throws it back into the neutral zone. Hansen falls a shot on goal, but was blocked. 6 minutes left of the second period. Elks are struggling right now to get the puck out of their defensive zone. Forest Lake seems to be controlling the play. Knocked into the defensive zone where Forest Lake comes away and throws it far boards. Elk player able to get out. No offsides there, but puck rolls in front of the goaltender and swallowed up. And there'll be a draw to the left of the goaltender on the far side of the ice. Now Cameron to take the draw. Schmidt to her left. And it looks like Nahr to her right. Nahr gets the puck, tries to just march into the slot, unable to do that. Balaban controlling the puck in the neutral zone. Pass over to Kubica, who centers the pass to Schmidt, unable to control it and sent back out into the neutral zone. Thrown back into the defensive zone of Forest Lake, who throws it back into the neutral zone. Schmidt bringing it in, takes a shot on goal, but just off its target. In the corner, tries a centering pass, no one's there. Kubica trying to get there first, but wasn't able to get there first. Forest Lake making a 2-on-1. Huslid with another big save. And it looks like there's a penalty being called, a hooking call on Libby Kubica. So she's going to take a 2-minute break. .448. The Elks are going to be on a penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. controlled off the draw by Forest Lake. The pass across the ice, broken up by Oliveira, and then working hard in the corner. Forest Lake to the point, blocked. Can't see who did that, but working hard in the corner as the puck comes up to the blue line again. And a centering pass over to the other defender and down deep to the corner. Oliveira pushing the player behind the net. Coming up the near boards, but dumping it back down beneath. Hammond fighting for the puck. Forest Lake passes the far defenseman and puts it back down into the zone. So far, the Elks are doing a pretty good job of killing off this penalty in the corner. One-timer steered to the far corner by Abby. Nice save there. Cameron behind the net. Throws the puck into the corner, but able to be handled by Forest Lake, who dumped the puck to their defenseman and couldn't handle it back into the defensive or neutral zone. Puck throwing up the ice, and it looks like we may have a chance for Reese Fennell. Crashes the net. Oh! Followed her own shot and was able to get 2 shots off there. Hughes back to control the puck, working the boards. 30 seconds left of the penalty kill. Shot by Forest Lake, steered back into the corner by Huslid. Kamina looks like coming out from behind the net with a little bit of speed, working her way around several players, or is that Tony Alm? Tony Alm did that. Thrown deep into the zone. Rayford, Ivy Anderson beating there. No call there. Tony Alm working hard. 6 seconds left of the penalty kill. Shot a net and score! Short-handed goal by the Elks. The Elks come up strong. Strong play by Tony Alm. Didn't see who fed that puck, but able to take a shot from the slot. Buries that puck into the net. And the Elks go up 2-1 on a beautiful short-handed goal. 2 seconds left on the penalty kill. Elks able to control the draw. Penalty is killed. Coming off the benches, Fennell. Rangers coming down into the defensive room. Hughes pushing her outside. Pushing her back outside behind the net. Pass up the boards. Able to control is Alm. A little help from Hughes. Centering pass taken by Hansen. Trying to tie up the puck behind the goal line. Kotzian throws it into the neutral zone. Alm coming from behind, but able to be dumped deep into the Elks defensive zone. Hughes gets the puck, brings it into the corner. Forest Lake takes a shot and able to steer away again by Huslid. She's on fire today. Fennell with the puck, bringing it in deep into the zone. Throwing up the ice. Broken up by Balvon, the neutral zone. Throws the puck out, but taken away by Forest Lake. Behind the back pass, it just goes deep into the zone. Summer Peterson takes that puck. It's stripped for the puck by Forest Lake. Oh! Loose puck in the crease. Forest Lake was able to track that puck down in the crease and able to put it in past Abby Huslid, which is not an easy thing to do, but unfortunately that happened. Brings the score 2-2 with 1:19 left of the second period. Shots on goal are favoring the home team. After taking the puck off the draw, thrown in deep by Summer Peterson back behind the net. It's Forest Lake trying to break it out across the ice. No one was there, but able to get there first. Puck on the near boards, thrown out into the Fennell, able to get down. There's no call on the ice. She's definitely held. Oh, but they were sure to call that. Both of them called that. Now Chloe Acker's going into the box. Take her turn at a 2-minute break. Appears to be a little inconsistent calling here, but can't control that. We need to move on, and 37 seconds left in the second period. Elks, unfortunately, on another penalty kill. Forest Lake controlling the puck off the draw, dumping it down into the corner, working the far side benches. Wide open as the other defenseman takes a chip shot, but that goes wide. There's the call we've been looking for. Don't know. That was a makeup call. Cross-checking is the call on the ice. So it looks like Forest Lake's going to the sim bin, and we're going to play even hockey for 17 seconds before the end of the period. And then the Elks will start out with a 20, will end up eventually with a 20-second power play. Because the penalty took place down at the other end, it will come all the way down into the offensive zone of the Elks. Got Balaban and Hughes lined up in the defensive slots with Cameron and Kuplo was taking the draw. Balaban making room in the neutral zone. 8 seconds left. She makes her way into the neutral, deep into the. Was she able to get a shot off? No. 1 second. Time clock's down, and the buzzer goes off for the end of the second period. Coming away with the tie. We got 2 per team. We're playing 4-on-4 hockey right now, as 2 non-offsetting penalties were called. We're going to take a little break and before we resume in the third period. All right, the players have taken the ice, did their little warm-up, a couple of circles around the ice, and are getting ready for the third period. Going to start the third period even at 4 players apiece. However, offsetting penalties will give the Elks about a 20-second power play in a minute and 23 seconds. As the Elks come skating out, got Hueslitt making her way to the net. She's an animal back there. Nothing gets by this girl. And she whiz and ready. 4-on-4 hockey. We got Hughes taking the draw. Cameron to her right. Nar off to her left. And Huplo widening up the defense. Forest Lake controls after the draw. Oh, long stretch pass to Forest Lake, unable to handle it. Hughes taking a dump there. However, shot into the corner, controlled by the Elks. Cameron trying to bring it into her offensive zone, but throwing back off. Hughes must have blown an edge. She's skating off. Hueslitt with a save there. Throwing back on, knocked to the side. Didn't make its intended target. Cameron. And a quick shot on goal by Forest Lake. It steered into the corner. Ivy Anderson dumping it deep. Elks penalty will expire in 23 seconds. Throwing up the ice to Forest Lake, controlled in the neutral zone, but taken away by Fennell. Reese skating to the far side, into the corner, and pushed into the boards. No call there. Forest Lake bringing up the near boards. Pause, but throws it into the neutral zone and ends up being on net. Steered away by Hueslitt, up to Kotzian. Kotzian throws it up to Chloe Acker. Kotzian back with the puck, brings it across the blue line. Elks are at full strength. They're in a little power play for 3 seconds longer. Oh, throwing out in front of the net. Tried for a wraparound with no success there. Acker trying to throw it back into the offensive zone and is successful in tying up the puck and knocks it down deep. A quick shot on goal. Oh, and knocked away on the second try. Battle for the puck on the near boards, but throwing up the ice. Balaban able to break that up and throwing into the defensive zone. Kotzian back for it. Throwing it up the ice. Taken by number 18, Summer Peterson. Dropping it back to Kotzian, bringing it up the ice. Takes a shot on goal. Oh, saw the open side of the net, but just steered wide. Balaban up on the point. Dumps it back deep to Ivy Anderson, who was unable to control it. Throwing up the near boards. Flip back into the neutral zone. Brought back into the neutral zone. A shot blocked by Acker. Steered into the corner. Schmidt trying to clear the zone. Balaban tied up the player. Acker with the puck, bringing it up the far boards. Slows it down. Able to keep the puck and steering around multiple players. Goes into the offensive zone. Knocked away by Forest Lake. Loses the stick. Huplo trying to hold the puck in. Oh, a stretch pass into the offensive zone. Knocked away. Good play by number 29. Huplo is thrown back down the ice. Icing will be waved off. Nard giving chase. Brought across the neutral zone with a little bit of speed. Shot on net. Huslid making the save. Forest Lake passing back to the slot. Tied up, thrown in front of the net, but unable to make it to the net. Hughes gets the puck, making her way straight up the ice. Throws the puck on net, steered into the corner. Nard, I think the Elks got away with one right there. Nard behind the net, brings it up, tries to make a move around the back of the net, unable to, throws the puck up to the side. Forest Lake got ahead of steam, makes a shot, and steered it wide by Huslid. Awesome save by Huslid. Bouncing puck in the corner. Acker after the puck. Taking on two players. Hughes back to help out. Throwing up the boards. Hughes comes away with the puck, but a little too far for a reach. Chases Forest Lake into their offensive zone, but back into neutral zone. Going a little back and forth going on right now. Got Ivy Anderson centering pass, just a little bit out of the reach of Fennell. Almost taken by Kotzian, but Forest Lake comes away with the puck and makes their way into the neutral zone, but taken by Balaban. She's making her way up the far boards. We've got an open player in the middle. Balaban almost got away. They got a shot off. Kotzian making pressure, controlling the puck, but unable to control it, and Forest Lake comes barreling into their offensive zone, throwing on net. Huslid able to stop that one and steer it wide. Kotzian with the puck, able to control it, but knocked away by Forest Lake, thrown back into the Forest Lake's offensive zone. Going around the boards. Schmidt trying to throw the puck up the side boards. Ivy Anderson chasing the puck. Puck's up in the air. Summer Peterson unable to control it. Forest Lake making their way around a few players, but nobody seems to get control of the puck. Forest Lake dumps it back down deep, and Kubica sends it all the way down the ice for an icing. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock before regulation play. Got Jaden Hansen taking the draw here. Jaden wins the draw, sends it back to Acker, tries to make her way out of the zone. Unable to control it. Forest Lake again with control, brings it back behind the net. Tries to dump it off to the point. And is able to do that. Tries to throw it in front, but broken up by Huplo. Huplo able to get ahead of steam, coming across the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Throws it up in front of her on net, steered into the corner. Takes a hard fall and goes up into the backboards. Forest Lake through the neutral zone. Schmidt able to knock it away. Acker with the puck. Shoots it across ice to Hansen. Hansen shovels it up. No one's home. Don't know what to call on the ice here. Too many men on Forest Lake. Oh, we got too many men on the ice for Forest Lake, which is going to give them a bench minor. Or not. Or so. So the Elks are going to go on a power play. Looks like Hughes is going to take the draw. Balaban lined up along with Huplo on defense. sent into the corner off the draw. Forest Lake comes up and sends it all the way down. No icing on the power play. Huslett throws it up the boards to Cameron. Taken down. No call there. Forest Lake comes up with the puck, trying to control it in the corner. Sends it back behind the net into the near corner. Oh, a quick one-timer. Huslett makes the stop. Kubica trying to help out there. And the Elks will do a line change with 1:26 left of their power play. It'd be nice if the Elks could get something, string something together, get a power play goal here. Ivy Anderson taking the draw. Acker behind the net. Having a little trouble. Sends it around the near boards. Everybody seems to be blowing a wheel. Katsian with the puck. Trying to work it up the near boards, but knocked back in to Acker. Throwing out out of the zone, but not kept in by Forest Lake. Fighting for it in the neutral zone, but once again sent back into the offensive zone of Forest Lake. Little 2-on-1 there. Ivy Anderson making her way up the center ice. Going in 1-on-2. Oh, and a drop pass. Oh, couldn't be handled by Canal. Forest Lake is able to ice the puck and take some pressure off. 20 seconds left of the power play. Balaban taken and thrown to the ground, which will give the Elks another power play or extend this power play. Got Jaden Hansen's going to take the draw. Hughes lined up to Jaden's left, Nar on the right side. Oh. Actually, we trade. Hughes is going to take the draw. Cameron to her left. Held in by the Elks off the draw. Cameron with a drop pass to Balaban. Takes a shot just wide. Kubica able to send the puck down deep. One-man advantage for the Elks right now. Balaban throws the puck down, but able to intercept it. Oh, Balaban holds the puck in. Working her way around the outside on her backhand. Knocked away by Forest Lake and able to throw it all the way down the ice. Take a little pressure off. Good forecheck on Forest Lake's part. Huslett throws the puck around the far board to Cameron. Cameron unable to get the puck out, and it's out. Hughes appears to have blown a tire. She keeps falling when she turns to her right. Acker throwing the puck up the boards. Steered around, shot, saved by Huslett. Forest Lake continues short-handed behind the goal. It's obvious that she's blown an edge. Every time she turns, she's falling. Katsian bringing the puck into the neutral zone and throwing it down the ice after passing the red line. 20 seconds left of the power play. Katsian in on the forecheck. Able to hold the zone, but loses the puck and brings Forest Lake down. Ivy Anderson giving chase, but drop pass, and the puck sits behind the net. Power play expired. Fennell trying to work the puck into the offensive zone with no luck. Balaban unable to control it, dump back into the zone, the defensive zone, but made room. Throws the puck up the ice to Ivy Anderson, however, intercepted by Forest Lake. Brings it in, tries to throw it to a defenseman who happened to keep it in, and then backhanded up the boards. Schmidt gives chase, trying a little forecheck there. Forest Lake with a head of steam on their crossovers, brings it into the offensive zone. Kubica defending, throws the puck in the crease with nobody home. Summer Peterson unable to control the puck, but knocked away. Jaden Hansen, shoots wide on the breakaway. Your dad's not going to be happy about that. Puck comes all the way down. Huselid controlling behind the net. Drops it off to Acker. Acker making her way up the ice. Drops the puck to Summer Peterson. And throwing out. We got a 2-on-2 coming in. Acker makes a shot on goal. Just steered wide by the goaltender. D-to-D pass. Cameron in the corner. Held in by the Elks. Flipped up the ice into the neutral zone. Hughes coming off the bench, drop passes to Balaban. Balaban able to go around several players. Nar going in. Hughes in front. Just behind her. Cameron dumping the puck to Balaban at the point. Cameron takes a shot. Right through the crease, but no one was there. Puck goes all the way down. And miscommunication by the Elks. Balaban throws the puck up the ice to Nar. We got a 2-on-1, 2-on-2. Unable to control the puck. Nar able to knock the puck down behind the goal. However, Forest Lake comes away with it. Kotzian in a chase. Kotzian wins as the puck down below the goal line, knocked away. Kubica's there. Knocks the puck to the far boards. Hughes gives chase. Knocked back deeper into the zone. Kubica working the corner boards. Kicked behind the boards by Forest Lake. Knocked away. Oops. Pass, a quick weak one-timer, but able to go on net. Saved by Huselid, and the puck comes back and is thrown all the way down. Icing is the call. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left of regulation. Shots 31 for the home team, 18 for the Elks. Elks working hard, trying to work their way out of the zone. Having a little trouble, but have had several scoring opportunities. Ivy taking the draw. Thrown into the corner by Kotzian. Balaban behind the net. Tries to outlet pass to Fennell. Shot on the net. Loved by Balaban. Loved by Huselid. Ivy Anderson taking the draw. Fan on the shot. Kotzian able to knock it towards the Forest Lake defensive zone, but unable to retrieve it. Looks like it hit Ivy in the back of the head and able to knock it into the neutral zone. Fennell. Offsides is the call. Ivy Anderson's going to take the draw. Kotzian to her left and Fennell to the right. Controlled by Forest Lake off the draw. Thrown off the boards and up the zone. Into the offensive zone. Kubica down. Taken down. There was contact before the puck. In my estimation, that's a penalty, but we're not going to call that. Going back into the defensive zone of the Elks, tries a toe drag, and we got to call a tripping call on the Elks. Is that Hublot, 29? Hublot takes a penalty for tripping, which will put the Elks on a penalty kill for the last minute and 5 seconds. Forest Lake controls off of the draw. Slap shot from the corner, tipped in front, but over the top of the net. Sent out of the zone by Kamen. Fans are calling offsides. Going to the far boards. 35 seconds left on the clock. Knocked away by Hughes. Able to flip it down the ice. Takes some much needed relief. Goaltender tries to throw it up the ice. Kamen in on a forecheck. Narin on a forecheck. Both miss. Forest Lake brings it into the zone and drops it for a one-timer, which is blocked. Throwing back up the ice. We got Narin in a race for it. Knocked away by the goaltender. Narin is able to, beautiful forecheck on Narin's part. It's going to bring the final buzzer of the third period. Not sure what's going to go on, if they have overtime or not. We'll figure that out. There should be a little overtime or not. Regulation time has expired. Score is 2-2. Trying to figure out what's going on. Looks like, it sounds like 5-minute overtime, which is going to give the Forest Lake Rangers a 54-second power play, because the penalty will still carry into overtime. Tupelo is in the box for a tripping call towards the end of the regulation third period. So, overtime, Forest Lake against the Elks. It'll be 5-on-4 for 54 seconds, as the Elks had a penalty at the end of the third period. Forest Lake controlling in the neutral zone, brings it in and throws it into the offensive zone of the Forest Lake. Thrown back out of the zone, causing Forest Lake to regroup, pass across ice, controlled but knocked away by Reese Thinnell. So far, the Elks doing a good job keeping the puck out of their zone. Forest Lake in, shot on Husled, makes a save, steers it into the near boards. Slap shot, right center mass. Easy save for this Husled girl. That'll bring a draw to Husled's left circle. It looks like the time has expired on the penalty, so she's out right away. Knocked out of the zone. What was that? We called it too many. So it looks like now we have another bench minor for the Elks. I guess too many men on the ice. So 2 minutes on the clock, which will be the penalty kill again for the Elks. 5-on-4. It looks like the refs were just waiting to call that. Fighting for the puck behind the goal. And Elk River comes up with a good tried to be thrown out by Balamon, held in by the defenseman of oh, save Heaslid. Acker coming in, a shorthanded, tries to center. That was blocked, messed up. But oh, Hansen able to break up a long stretch pass. Forest Lake in the neutral zone. Knocked away by Ivy Anderson and sent back down the ice as the Elks make a change. Oh, is it in? It's in! It went in! It went in! A misstep by the Forest Lake girl steers the puck into the net. The Elks score in overtime with help. Thus will end the game. So the Elks come away with the win, even though they were in a penalty kill for almost that whole overtime period. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in overtime. I would say the Elks was able to put one in the net, but that was done purely by Forest Lake, on an unfortunate for them, but fortunate for the Elks. So the Elks JV comes away with a win. And we're going to stop this live stream and start another one when the Elks are ready to play. My guess would be around 7 o'clock. Check back frequently to see if we're on. So Elks come away with one and win 3-2.